Here's a simple, original retelling of the Bible story of Daniel, suitable for all ages, especially children, or for storytelling in a church or school setting. Daniel and the Lion's Den, a story of faith and courage. A long time ago, in a faraway land called Babylon, there lived a wise and faithful man named Daniel. He loved God with all his heart and always did what was right. Even though he was far from his home, Daniel prayed to God 3 times a day, every single day. Daniel worked for King Darius, the ruler of Babylon. The king liked Daniel very much because he was honest, kind, and hardworking. In fact, King Darius was thinking of making Daniel the most important leader in the kingdom. But not everyone was happy. The other officials were jealous of Daniel. They didn't like how the king trusted him more than them, so they made a wicked plan. They went to the king and said, "Your Majesty, let's make a new law. For the next 30 days, no one is allowed to pray to any god or person, only to you. If they disobey, throw them into the lion's den." The king agreed and signed the law. But Daniel knew this law was wrong. He loved God and would never stop praying. So Daniel went to his room, opened his window, and prayed to God, just like he always did. The evil officials were watching. When they saw Daniel praying, they rushed to tell the king. King Darius was heartbroken. He didn't want to punish Daniel, but the law could not be changed. So, with a heavy heart, the king ordered Daniel to be thrown into a den of hungry lions. The king said, "May your God, whom you always serve, protect you." That night, the king could not sleep. He worried about Daniel and hoped God would save him. In the morning, the king ran to the lion's den and cried out, "Daniel, servant of the living God, did your God rescue you?" To his great joy, Daniel answered, "Yes, your Majesty. God sent his angel to shut the lions' mouths. They didn't hurt me because I was innocent." The king was so happy. He ordered that Daniel be lifted out, and there wasn't even a scratch on him. Then King Darius made a new law. Everyone must worship and respect the God of Daniel. He is the living God who saves and protects. What we learn from Daniel's story: be faithful to God even when it's hard. Trust God. He is always with you. God can protect and deliver his people from any danger. Would you like this story?